this video tutorial we will go with some more modify commands like array commands. Like in AutoCAD we have three different type of arrays: rectangular, path, polar. To create multiple duplicates about a specified shape like a circular, rectangular or any geometry, we use array commands. Start with the polar array. To explain polar array command, I am creating a circle of specified geometry and a rectangle. I am going to create a rectangle like this. See, on this circle I want to create multiple duplicates of rectangles around this circle. So for that I am going to use polar array. So shortcut will be AR enter. Array. Select objects. You need to select the object which needs to be duplicated. Click enter. Next, enter array type: rectangular, path, polar. Click on polar. Right away it is asking for specific center point of array or base point, axis of rotation. Base point we will discuss that in a few minutes. Axis of rotation for 3D. While explaining 3D I will explain you this one. Center point of array. Click on center point. Right away it is created multiple duplicates. Again it is asking for select grip to edit the array. This one. The base point we mentioned earlier, this is one. This is the base point. To explain that very clear, I can show you that in rows. Leave that part. Whatever the options we are getting here, that options will be displayed over here. First one is the associative. What is associative means? If you click on associative, it is like a dependency. Create associative array, yes or no. It is a default selection is no. I am just clicking on yes and exit. See, if you select one object, automatically other parented objects are also selected at a time if you switch on the associative. If you switch off array, no, exit. If you select one object, then only that particular object will be selected. If you want, you can delete. Like this. If you want to select all at a time, you can go with yes. If you not, then go with no. Depends on your choice. And next one is items. Here it is showing like 6 items are created. So if you click items, directly it is showing here. Whatever the value here, it is here. So it is better use command bar. So enter a number of items or array. Like if I want to go higher number, like 8, enter. Objects, 8 objects created around the circle. And we can control this the angle between objects or total, how much angle you want to, like how much rotation you need to take place. That we can cover with angle between and fill angle, these two options. First I am decreasing the count to 6, and if I suppose like in 360 degrees, like 6 objects are filled, which means between individual angle between adjacent objects will be 60. So what if I have decreased or increased specific angle between items? I am just decreasing to 45. Not total circle is filled, some part is left alone. Means we have specified between these two, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, like that. We have specified adjacent angle. Either way you can create like angle between, you can go beyond or less than, like if I suppose I say 70. See, some overlapping takes place. 6 items arranged between 70 between each other. Like this way you can create. And another option is a fill angle. It is for total angle. How much, like start object, end object. Between these two objects, how much angle needs to be filled. Fill angle 360. See here, fill angle is 360. If I say 180, click enter. Half of the circle is filled with 6 copies. If I say fill angle 90, overlapping is there, 6 objects filled between 90. Okay. Like this manner you can control angle between or fill angle. Next, go with rows. See, right, to explain it easily, I want to fill in between like a 60. See, rows. Here only one row is created. If you click on rows, right away it is asking for enter number of rows. 1. In the bracket you can see it's 1. If I say 3, first row, second row and third row, it has created 3 rows. Again it is asking for specify the distance between rows. This one. Distance between rows will be like it is showing 3. I have said like 5. So adjacent distance will be 5. Again it is asking like incrementing elevation between rows. I am saying like 10. The value is applied, but incrementing elevation, the elevation we cannot see in top view. We can observe from side view. I am just orbiting the view. See, this is the elevation, like 3 rows, stepped elevation. First row to second row 10, second row to third row 10. Like this way, it is incrementing, like as a steps. We can create objects like this. Again, I am clicking on rows, 1 row, total expression, something you can enter. Again, incrementing elevation 0, enter. Next, levels. Like if I click on levels, enter number of levels. Here again I said 3. Enter distance between level, I said 5. That's it. What happened? Some levels are created similar to the elevation we can observe from side view only. If I orbit it, 3 levels between 5 units. I have created object like this. In 3D only it will be useful. I hope you understand that. Next, again levels, 1 level, some value. And rotate items, yes or no. If you click on rotate items, observe the position of individual objects clearly. If I select rotate items, rotate arrayed items, yes or no. In default it is selected as yes. If I say no, please observe here. If I click on no, right away the object will be reoriented, right? This is how it will be created. Now we need to see about the base point. See, if you click on base point, it is asking to specify base point or key point. You can select the key point. This is the default base point. I am just clicking over here. Just observe the change. Depends on the base point, the orientation is altering. So which is why base point is most important in all type of arrays. This is all about polar array. To explain rectangular array, I have created one rectangle. I am using the array. In modify commands, select rectangular array. You already know how to use shortcut. Now I am using from main menu bar. Rectangular array. It is asking for select objects. Click on this. Enter. Right away it is created like 3 rows and 4 columns. Again, you already know the sub options associative and base point. Both are, you already know, similar to the polar array. And here we have different options like a count, spacing, columns, rows. Like you need to remember like this, a count space is a one group, column individual, rows individual. Why I am saying like that? If you click on count, it is asking like enter number of columns. How many columns you want? 4. I want to increase it more, like I have said 5. Enter number of rows. How many rows you want? There are 3. I want 4. Click on enter. See, with the count we can simply enter how many columns, how many rows. That's it. The distance between rows and columns we can enter using spaces. Right away if you click on spacing, it is showing like the distance between columns or unit cell. Between columns how much distance you want, like I want 20. See, increased. Again specify the distance between rows, how much distance you want, 15. See, it is adjusted with that specified amount. And simply I can change here and here also. If you click on columns, right away it is asking how many columns you want, like 3 columns. And distance between columns, not rows, distance between columns, like I say 15. And if you go on rows, you can guess it, right? Number of rows, say 3. Distance between rows, say 10. Again, one more option is added to only to the rows. Incrementing elevation. You already know what it means. Like if I say 10, you can observe from side view. This is all about incrementing elevation. That incrementing elevation applicable only to rows. And you can guess easily what it means. Levels. If I say level, 3 levels, distance between levels, some 5. You want to observe, there it is. 3 levels, distance between levels 5. Like this way you can create. This is all about rectangular array. And next one, path array. From panel bar I am using this one, path array. Either way I am just showing all available options. To explain path array, I want to create an ellipse, EL, enter. Like this way I have created an ellipse. I am creating a rectangle like this. See, I have created a rectangle and an ellipse. I want to create this rectangle duplicates all around this elliptical path. Actually, using the polar option we cannot do it. Only path we can do it. If you select path, it is asking for object. Click enter. Right away it is asking for path curve. Select this ellipse. This is the problem we will get in especially in a path array. Luckily you got it. If you specified path curve this one and it is showing elliptical form but it is altering, which means base point is changed to somewhere location. This is the base point. So all you need to do, identify the base point where it should be. So click on base point. This is the source part. Click on the center of the source part. Right away it is adjusted to the path. So this is the problem we will get and we can easily cover that. The thing is how many we created. Either you go with here or here. You already know all this. But in the path we have most important is the method. These two dialogues I have explained while point option very detailedly. Please watch that video. To explain those two methods, if you click on items, actually it should be asking for number of items, but it is asking for distance between items. See, in the method it is selected as a measure. Measure means distance between. Divide means number of segments. Like I already explained in the point. If I click on divide, now go to item, now it is asking for number. See, divide means it asks for number, measure means it asks for distance, then number. So like I will say 20. See, 20 objects are created. If I say method measure, now if you go to items, it asks for a distance between items along path. It is already defaultly selected 5. I will choose 3. Some objects are filled along the path and specify number of items. With the distance between 3 units, it has created 20 objects. Either you can enter more number, or if you click on fill entire path, with that 3 measurement it is filled entire path. Right, this way you can control. I have already shown you what is base point, which is most important in path array. Next, tangent direction. If you click here, first point of tangent direction, all you need to do, show some direction. Like I have clicked here, switch off the ortho, somewhere on a diagonal I have clicked here. What happened? Tangential to that all the objects will be rotated. Tangent direction, vertical way. If I click on ortho, vertical way. Vertical means straight away. Diagonal means it is altered with specific with that particular angle, whatever you have specified. And rows levels I have already explained in the previous array options, which will be seen. So if you go to align items, if you click on align items, align array item to path, yes or no, it will be similar to the polar array option only. Object has to align to the path or not. If I say no, you already know what happens. Similar to that, z direction like maintain z direction for all items in array, yes or no. Default it is selected yes. It will be useful only for 3D, like we can use all 2D array options for 3D objects also. That's why you can use this. This is all about all array commands in AutoCAD. Thank you for watching. Take care.